beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is super exciting. It's another bullet journal video, as you can probably tell from clicking on the video. But I'm super excited for the theme this month. It is actually based on my favorite TV show, which is BBC's Merlin. It's not the best show in terms of quality, because it did come out in like 2005, I believe. But it's, you know, it is good quality show. It's just not good, like, video quality in terms of CGI and actual camera quality, that kind of thing. But the costuming, the acting especially, it's just top tier. It's such a good show. I love it so much. The characters are so lovable, and I will probably talk about Merlin a lot on this channel because, as I said, it is my all-time favorite TV show. So I'm very excited to be doing a bullet journal theme based around it. I have done a Merlin theme in my bullet journal before, but it was all the way back in like 2018, 4 years ago, when I started bullet journaling, and it was not good because it was like my maybe 5th bullet journal setup that I ever did in my entire life. My art style has changed a lot since then. My bullet journal style has changed a lot since then. I have much better supplies on hand. So I'm very excited to be doing it again, and I think I definitely did a better job of doing it justice this time. I'm super happy with the end result. My cover page is a map of Camelot, which is obviously the setting because it's based off of the Arthurian legends. And I love the detail. Doing the font was quite literally a pain in my rear end, but it looks so good that I don't even mind how long it took, and it did take an ungodly amount of time. But making the rivers is probably my favorite part of this map. The little dots at the beginning for the trees definitely are at the bottom of that list. I hated doing those. I think I have arthritis in my hand from that, but oh well, it looks good. And then I do get to use a lot of watercolor in this map, which is fairly true to my roots that I didn't get to do a lot last month. So I'm very glad to be bringing that into this channel now this month. And I love the end result. I love the look it gave it. I don't do a whole lot of detailed painting on this one because most of the detail is in the line work. I just do some basic like background colors to make sure that it looks old and yellowed like parchment. And I think that the paint did a very good job of that, which is what it was supposed to do, obviously. So, long story short, I very much love the result of this cover page and this whole setup, and I think it's a lot better than before. Also learned gel pen, watercolor don't do well together. Fun fact. Don't use gel pen and then paint over it with watercolor. It's not gonna end well. Honestly, this is probably the most detail that I put into a calendar spread in a very, very long time. That is not to say that I don't love it, because I actually really, really love how this calendar page came out. I did my best to make it look like a medieval manuscript, because obviously Merlin is set in the medieval period of time. And I really didn't have too many ideas because it's kind of hard to theme a thing after a TV show unless there's a whole lot of motifs that happen in it. So I sort of just went off of medieval time period for a lot of it, but I absolutely adore how it came out. I love the gold and the red and then all of the colors that I used. It did take a very long time to draw all of those tiny little lines, but it looks so good that I think it's worth it. And then again, I just went over with the watercolor, trying to give it that parchment yellowed old effect. And I really, really love how it looked. And again, still have not learned at this point that gel pen and watercolor are a bad idea. I don't know why I didn't learn that, but I didn't learn that. So shame on me, I guess. I think it's on the next page that I finally realize I should probably do something a little bit different. But here we are. Yeah, as you can see, there's the first instance of it bleeding through. And then I realized that it was probably a bad idea. Oh, no, I did it again. Anyway, I didn't realize that yet. Look at me go. My mood tracker is based off of Gaius's workplace. I can't think of the word off the top of my head, but the place where he does his medicine. Apothecary? I think that's the word. It's the word I'm gonna go with. So all of the little knickknacks on the shelves, the books, the potion bottles, the ingredients, all of that, or I'm sorry, not potion bottles, magic is illegal in this universe, the medicine bottles are going to be what I fill in with my mood colors that I have listed on the book on his table. I really love that it didn't, like, the detail and the spread didn't detract from the actual mood tracker itself. I think that's super important and something that I've struggled with in the past with mood trackers, but I think I did a good job of it here. My habit tracker is, I'm sticking with that same Alistair method that I always use for the actual tracker, and then I just put some art on the side. And so in this case, I chose to draw Excalibur, the sword in the stone. It's, you know, everyone knows what Excalibur is. And then I used my metallic markers. And for the background, I could have done some scenery, but I really wanted to keep that medieval artwork feel to it instead of trying to make it realistic in this case. So I did something very traditional of medieval art in that era, and I did the solid red background. It's probably not as solid as most art in that era was because I used watercolors, but it got the effect that I wanted, and I really love how it came out. I probably could have added a little bit more detail to the title, but oh well. I did that on my finance tracker, as you can see. I chose to go back to that same manuscript look for the boxes and what have you, and then I just put a quote down here in the bottom corner because I haven't done that this month and I felt amiss because I love quotes. They're my favorite thing to put in bullet journals. For some reason, I went back to the parchment look. The quote is "A land of myth and a time of magic," which is the intro to Merlin. John Hurt, the dragon, goes and he's like, "In a land of myth and a time of magic, the destiny of a great kingdom rests upon the shoulders of a young boy." That's the whole intro. As you can tell, I've watched this show many, many times and I have it memorized. So, my stats tracker, very simple. It's just the Pendragon family crest. The dragon. Duh. Pendragon, dragon, family crest. And then I put some boxes down on the bottom to fill in the actual things that I want to track. And I smear my gold gel pen, as is typical for me. I'm a very clumsy person, and I haven't learned that you should not touch wet gel pen ink. But that is going to bring us to the conclusion of this video and the final flip through. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe and comment. It really makes my day, and like this video just for fun. And I hope you have enjoyed. I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!